YouTube? It's Vlogmas day 3, and today is just gonna be like a really chill day. I just have some errands to run. I'm getting ready to take Lauren to school and start my Christmas shopping. So today is gonna be real laid back, and then I have to go to my shop because I haven't been there in a while, so I need to see what's going on. So let's go. Target really didn't have anything that I wanted nor needed. Unfortunately, I love Target, and I'm surprised they didn't have the stuff that I wanted. But I was just thinking, like, you know, before this pregnancy, the things that I went through, like my marriage being on the brink of divorce, like me filing for divorce, not because my husband wanted to divorce me and he didn't love me and he was just upset that I wasn't able to get pregnant. It was just that I wanted that for him, and if it came to the point of him being able to get it from someone else and making him happy, I was willing to do that. Judge me, but that was something I was really willing to do, because first of all, you all have to understand, us as women are made to bear children, and to not be able to do it and having the feeling that something is wrong with you, like God is punishing you, and how can I not be able to do something that I was put here on earth to do naturally? Like, this is what I'm for. This is what my body is made for, and I can't do it. It sucks. I really felt low. Like, I felt like I had no purpose, almost. Like, I'm a woman who's supposed to be able to give you your children as a wife, and I can't do it. That hurt me so bad. And to be open and honest, my husband and I were going through a very, very rough patch in our marriage. Like, early on, I'm about to cry. But before we actually started trying to have a baby, we actively started trying in 2018. Prior to then, it was infidelity. Like, it was, oh my God, so much stuff going on, and we were just not connected mentally, emotionally, physically, nothing. And I had always told my husband that I wanted to be able to have a baby before I turned 30. If I wasn't pregnant by 30, I wouldn't be able to do it, because I knew for some reason, like, my body was going to change at the age of 30. For some reason, I just felt like it's going to be hard for me to get pregnant if I don't get pregnant by 30. So instead of us trying to repair our marriage together, we tried to get pregnant and have the baby repair our marriage. Because when I was pregnant with my daughter Lauren, my husband and I were the best of friends. When I tell y'all, we were inseparable. Like, nobody could take me from my husband. That was my best friend. If I'm going to the club, I'm going with my husband. If I'm going to the strip club, me and my husband going. Of course, we never did that, though. But I'm just saying, that's how close we were. Like, that was my best friend. And for financial issues and my husband's job, it wasn't financial. We didn't have financial issues at the time. It was his job that was stressing him out so much that it affected everybody else in the house. And I always tell my husband, you know, when you come home, you set the tone for this household. And being that job was so stressful, he came home and he brought that energy at home, and it was just bad for everybody. And it pushed me away. It pushed the kids away, y'all. It was so bad. It was bad. Now, don't get me wrong, me and my husband are the best of friends now. Like, we are so close. I get on his nerves, I can beat him up. Like, that's my best friend. Before my husband, he's my best friend, you know. So we tried to get pregnant and repair our marriage instead of us repairing it together as a team collectively, you know what I mean? So it didn't work. We weren't getting pregnant. Well, no, I take that back. We were able to get pregnant. We were getting pregnant. The first time we got pregnant, now mind you, we're still not connected mentally, emotionally, physically, none of that. We just trying to have a baby because he wanted a son. So and I always knew it was written in my life for me to have a boy. I just didn't know when. But when we started trying, although we weren't here, we were still, you know, trying to get pregnant. I got pregnant that month. And I was like, oh, I'm pregnant. You know, I'm not even really excited. He was like, oh, okay, cool. Just like that. He was like, oh, okay, cool. And I miscarried. Next month, I was like, okay, well, we'll do it again. Got pregnant. Week later, miscarried. It's like, dang, okay. Next month, got pregnant. Same thing. 6 consecutive months, I conceived and I miscarried. And then after that, you know, we weren't getting pregnant anymore. And now that I think about it and I run things back, it was because all of the miscarriages caused my tubes to be blocked. And I don't know, I guess the scar tissue, I don't know, but it caused my tubes to be blocked because I wasn't getting pregnant anymore. And I decided to go get an HSG. My insurance paid for it for free. So I got one that said your tubes are blocked. Okay, cool. I started doing research. So at this point, I'm not really worried about fixing the marriage. I'm trying to figure out why I can't get pregnant. Like, okay, let me figure out why I can't get pregnant. So I went to get an HSG, figured that my tubes, both tubes were blocked. I don't remember where it was, and I think I said in a previous video, but I just know they were blocked, and all I heard was blocked. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I can get the tubes unblocked. You know, I'm pretty good at researching, finding things out, and that's what I did. Research the Chinese tea, learn later on that Dong, whatever how you pronounce it, is in the Chinese tea. I learned, you know, not eating dairy because it feeds on scar tissue. I learned the scientific things behind what enzymes kill scar tissue and what eats it, what feeds it. I went that deep into it. I started doing yoni pearls. A lot of people are against yoni pearls, but it helped me. I started doing steaming. I unblocked my tubes within 2 months. Went back to the doctor. They were surprised that my tubes were unblocked, and they was asking me what I was doing. I was like, oh, I just changed my diet. Never told them what I was doing herbally, you know. So started trying to get pregnant. And no, the nurse told me after, she was like, you should get pregnant now. You know, every time someone comes in and you get their tubes flushed or get their tubes checked, they always get pregnant within 2 months. So I went home and I told my husband, I was like, oh, okay, well, the lady said we can go ahead and get pregnant. Like, it's real easy for everybody to get pregnant once they get their tubes, shoot the dye in the tubes. So we went home, you know, tried to have a baby. Still wasn't getting pregnant. So at this point, I'm like, all right, damn it, what's going on? So again, still not there mentally, emotionally, physically, none of that. We still just focusing on trying to conceive. And at this point, I started praying and meditating and asking God, like, why? Like, what's going on? And instead of me accepting the fact that you don't need a baby right now, you need to fix what you have going on with your husband. A baby is not going to fix it. Y'all need to fix y'all emotional issues, your physical issues, the communication, because both of my husband and I are Sagittarius, and we don't communicate our feelings. We keep them in and deal with it ourselves. And my husband and I never got over the fact of what had happened prior to 2018. You know, so that was still messing him up. With all that still going on in his head and in his mind, when we go out in public and he sees a guy with his son, or we go to the mall and he see little baby shoes, or he get on Instagram and see little boys, and you know, I can see the look in his eyes of how much he wished that was him. And it killed me because I wasn't able to give him that. I wasn't able to give him that. But I was going to learn and figure out what was wrong with me that I wasn't able to bear children, something that I'm supposed to be able to do. So we began doing IUI, taking all the tests. Nothing wrong with my eggs. AMH test came back great. I knew I didn't have PCOS. I ovulate every day. I ovulate on time every month at the same time. I knew my tubes weren't blocked because I already had figured that out. My husband's sperm count was 82 million and his motility was excellent. So I knew in my heart and in my mind that this IUI process was not going to work, right? But my husband felt that it was necessary because the IUI only helps if you need induction with ovulation. I didn't need that. I don't need you to medically induce me to ovulate. I do that on my own already. All the IUI was going to do was help us get the sperm closer to the egg. We didn't need that. He had great motility, so I wasn't worried about the sperm being able to reach the egg. So we did it. Both failed. So I took the time. God sat me down, right? He said, okay, you're not listening. You're not listening. I need to sit your ass down and make you realize what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all, God is my witness. I went to jail for a whole week for a traffic violation. A traffic violation. I went to jail for a whole week last year, and I spent my whole birthday in jail. I lost so much weight, but I will go back and do it again because the time that I spent in jail made me realize what I needed to do to be able to get this baby here. I got to make it right with my husband. And my husband called and checked up on me every single day. Like, I could not make it through a day without hearing my husband and my kid's voice. And it just made me realize that man is my best friend. There is nobody else in this world who will be able to put up with Rashida, my crazy ass. He's the only one that has been there for the past 12 years to put up with my crazy ass. So God sat me down and he said, I need you to sit down and think about it. It's not time for you to have a baby. It's not that you can't have one. He said, I will give you what you need to do to be able to have a baby, but right now I need you to fix it. You need to fix what you have going on at home with your husband. When I got out of jail, I told my husband we needed counseling. He wasn't up for the counseling. And I was like, okay, come on now. I need you to fight for this. You know, we got to do this together. So one day we sat down and we just let it all out. Any issues that we had, we let it all out. Anything that we were going through, we let it all out. Anything that was bothering him that he wanted to know about me in the past that I've done, or anything that he's done in the past I needed to know, we let it all out on the table. And that moment, I learned how to be able to be still. I learned how to listen. You know, when people say ask God for anything and he'll tell you, you just have to learn how to listen. I never knew the true meaning of it until now. If you just sit still, whatever it, if you're going through any financial issues, if you're going through any marital issues, anything with your kids, fix it first. You have to fix it first. Once it's fixed, or you make an effort to fix it, you'll be able to finally sit down, meditate, and figure out what's my issue. Why am I not able to conceive something that I'm made and had been supposed to be doing naturally. And I sat and I meditate and I closed my eyes and I ask questions in my head and I get my answers. And when I did that, as God is my witness, I knew it was something that was in my blood. I knew it was something that I needed to be cleansed within. And I used to tell my husband, like, at this point, we're close. I'm like, babe, you know, we're going back on the dates. I'm saying, I know what it is. That's why I had been going missing for YouTube for a while, y'all. You notice I wasn't on YouTube for like a couple of months after I had been posting the teas and the updates. Now, I said, I know what it is. I need to detox. I need to detox. And he was like, you need to he thought I meant like detox my intestines. I said, no, babe, I need to detox my blood. And so I started researching. That's when I started changing my diet, taking meat out of my diet, dairy, learning more about herbs, what herbs does what herbs cleans your blood. I said, I have to clean it. I said, I feel like that's what it is. I know what it is. Let me do it. I did it for 2 months. And that day when I took that pregnancy test, at first I took the ovulation test and it was positive. I was like, wait a minute. Now, I know I ain't crazy. I'm not ovulating twice in 1 month. This has never happened to me before. I know I'm not ovulating twice. And I took that pregnancy test and I saw that it was positive. At that very moment, I knew the importance of talking to God, manifestation, and communication. I know the true meaning of be still. I now know the true meaning of being still. When you be still, you close your eyes and you ask God a question. If you sit still long enough, you will hear the answer you're looking for. But you have to take care of whatever issues you have going on. You know you got an issue going on. Don't try to conceive and you and your partner are doing this. Y'all have to, a baby not gonna fix it. We thought a baby was gonna fix it because that's how close we were when I was pregnant with my daughter. But it was much deeper than this. Like, we had some real deep rooted issues that we needed to take care of before we try to bring another life in this world. And I figured it out. He gave me the answer I was looking for. And I said, these herbs heal. Food is supposed to be medicine. It's not supposed to kill you. Your fruits and vegetables are your medicine. Your herbs is all the medicine you need. I didn't need to go to no IUI. We wasted $1,600 on IUI. I didn't need to know IUI. I didn't need to know no ovulation induction. I needed to take care of the issues I was having with my husband. And God needed to sit my ass still and make me listen. Fix it. If you fix this first, I will tell you what the problem is. And he did. He did. Y'all can get pregnant. Fix whatever issues, whatever issues you have going on with anybody close in your family. Fix it. Fix it. Ask questions, he'll answer. I'm a firm believer and I know it. And although I knew I was having a son, before I got pregnant, we talked about my son. We've talked about taking him, playing football, me being a football mom. Anything we had conversations about, it was always him. My son, my son, my son. I was manifesting my son, because you speak things as if it has already happened. That's how you manifest things. You speak it as if it has already happened. This has already happened. I'm just, you know, I'm just waiting on it. I'm ready to go cash that check. Yeah, I'm a millionaire. I'm just waiting to go cash my check. Yeah, my son already here. My son this, my son this. I'm going to take him to football practice. He's already here. I was just waiting for it. I was waiting for him to show. He was waiting for me to fix it with my husband. My son was up. He was waiting for me. He was like, Mama, hurry up and get your stuff together so I can come. It's amazing how life works. So that was on my heart. I just felt like I needed to share, have a real serious moment, and share everything I went through, and kind of been an open book. Because if y'all noticed, before then, I was taking the herbs, the teas. The teas was working. I felt my body change, but I still wasn't getting pregnant. I needed to fix my issues with my husband first, and then God allowed me to have this baby, to have my son. My son. So it's December 3rd. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired somebody, whoever's going through marital issues or whatever, because my husband and I was on the brink of divorce. Like, I had filed the papers. But we never went through with it because I just needed to listen to God. I hope this video was inspiring to you all. I'm getting ready to go in here to Best Buy, get my face together and cry. Go in here in Best Buy, get some things, and I will see y'all in Vlogmas day 4. Peace, blessings, abundance, prosperity, all of that. Y'all gonna have y'all baby. Believe it, speak it as if he or she is already here. Speak the baby into your life. When you talk to somebody, you talk to them as if you already got your baby. That's what you do. I want to hear testimonials of y'all manifesting your baby. So I will catch y'all tomorrow. I got people looking at me like I'm crazy. That lady. Or man. Is that a man? Yeah. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.